Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. The Aged Care Minister says he's concerned restraint drugs were given to dozens of residents of a Mount Hutton nursing home without written consent. A recent audit of the Greenmount Gardens facility run by Anglican Care identified failings relating to the prescribing of psychotropic or mind-altering drugs. The Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission found 90% of residents were on these drugs, but there was no written consent for them. The home says verbal consent was given. Aged Care Minister Richard Colbeck says the Aged Care Quality Agency is closely monitoring the home, which has promised to review procedures. The distraught family of a Belmont South girl who died last week from a rare brain defect are pleading with thieves who stole her specialised wheelchair to return it. The family say they need the chair back so they can sell it to pay for their daughter's funeral. It was stolen from their home on Monday or Tuesday and has since been spotted in Cardiff. Anyone with information is urged to call Crime Stoppers. The state government is under fire for skipping out on a parliamentary inquiry intended to decide the future of the Upper Hunter's zombie petroleum licences. Farmers are hoping to have the licences cancelled for good, which currently allow gas companies to maintain exploration rights indefinitely. Independent MP Justin Field says regional communities deserve more transparency from the government.
But at the end of the day, it made it very, very difficult to question the government around their decision-making on these pearls. Why have they allowed them to drag on for so long? And what is the nature of these negotiations that the Deputy Premier is in with Santos? He said that he is in negotiations. Well, the community deserves to know.
A Central Coast grandmother is facing 12 months behind bars over a crash at Jules in March last year. Vanessa Optum was under the influence of cannabis and prescription drugs and was on her phone when she drove through a red light into another car at the intersection of the Pacific Highway and Nataba Road. 73-year-old Lorna Watson was seriously injured in the crash and will require lifelong care. It seems not everyone is happy with Origin 3 being transferred to Newcastle, despite promises it will go ahead in a COVID-safe way. Business and civic leaders have welcomed the match, which will be played in front of up to 20,000 people next Wednesday night. Local federal MPs Sharon Claydon and Meryl Swanson have taken to Facebook welcoming the game, but have attracted dozens of comments from people saying it should not be held in Newcastle or at all, fearing Sydney-siders will spread the virus here. The state government has banned people from Greater Sydney from going to the game, and police will be out in force on the night, checking IDs and addresses. Work has begun on a new $1.4 million amenities building at Madowey's Boyd Oval. The new facility will include new change rooms, canteen, referee rooms and a first aid room. Located in a more central location to the field, the new building is expected to improve the connection to both fields at the Oval and make for a better spectator experience. Port Stephens Mayor Ryan Palmer says the facility is state-of-the-art.
Councils work really closely with the clubs and users of that facility there. So with construction starting today, weather permitting, we're hoping that facility will be open very early next year, just in time for the next rugby season in 2022.
2NURFM Sport.
Tim Zhu has claimed an emphatic win over Steve Spark last night in Newcastle. The Australian boxing champion put the match to rest after just 3 rounds, landing multiple head and body shots on his opponent. The Knights are continuing their plan for a last-minute revival, full steam ahead, with their 38-0 win last week boosting team confidence. The 9th-placed side will face first-placed Melbourne next Saturday after receiving a bye round this week. Centre Inari Tuala says the week off will only do them good.
I think it's a good chance to get practicing our craft and our combinations, our training, to go into the game against Storm. So I think it's a good week for us to really connect.
And former Knights junior and Lakes United legend Ian Bubba Burke will take over the coaching reins of the Seagulls in 2022. And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 26, 5, 1, 12, 34 and 20, and the supplementaries are 45 and 19. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.